1, 2, 3. Yeah, checking.
We're live. No. We're live.
What are we doing?
1, 2, 3, 3-match ODI series coming up.
3-match ODI series starts from tomorrow. Yesterday, actually, we converged to discuss about what should be India's game plan, how tough the West Indies team will be, if tough at all. Will they present some better opposition than the one that we got in the test matches? So it's 3 ODIs, and why I'm saying ODI is going to be very important because this is the ODI World Cup year. All the news is going to be around the ODIs. I understand that a lot of you will have more interest in T20s, which will start later, 5 T20Is to be played. But I think ODIs, because of this being the ODI World Cup year, will have more significance, which is why the first ODI is going to be even more important because it will start answering the questions. As always, before every World Cup, there are lots of questions, whether it is in terms of strategizing, in terms of team selection, and various things, questions that we all keep looking for answers to. So now we'll get slowly and gradually as we build up to the World Cup with so many ODIs coming, starting with West Indies. You have the Asia Cup, ODIs against Australia. We'll get to know a few things. The big news, of course, today was the India-Pakistan game being changed from the 15th. What are the reasons behind it? What are the possible dates? When? All of that. We've done multiple videos on that since morning, so you can check all of that out on Sports Today. For today on the Dugout, we're going to focus on what's coming up, the ODI series. So what are we looking forward to?
Not much.
Hey, it's a World Cup year, yeah. I'm looking forward to so many things.
No, that's fair, but we're also playing against a team who aren't in the World Cup.
So then even better, if Argentina, before the Football World Cup starts, goes and plays against Norway, who may not be in the World Cup, just before the World Cup, are you not, as an Argentinian fan, not going to see it? Doesn't matter if Norway is not there in the World Cup.
India
might want to see
if
how
they
they-
come and play against India, you won't see that match. Argentina
Yeah,
versus
of course
India.
you will
Of
see.
course we will. That
No, but I picked a
Here
European
also
team.
India is
You
playing.
will go for that match for Haaland maybe, but
Arey, I'm not in specific Norway, yaar. Change it to any other team. I'm saying the point being, you will watch it. Now, anyway, the teams don't play against teams that will be in the World Cup. Supposing Cameroon's not qualified, but you go play against Cameroon, then you'll watch it.
If Argentina is playing against India, the Indian
that
team
then you
doesn't
will
play.
watch.
The Indian team doesn't play the World Cup, Football World Cup. I'm talking about. You will see, no? Everybody will watch that
We will
game.
cover it.
Yeah.
We will do Dugout also.
Rohit Sharma 200 as
Loading.
Mohammad Javed
It's possible.
says.
It's a one-day game.
Yeah.
It's in benign pitches that you get in West Indies.
against a benign bowling attack.
But that's not always the case that he gets double hundreds.
And
He's got 2 against Sri Lanka.
And hopefully, I think maybe he's got his mojo back with that 100 and a couple of 50s,
couple of 50s as well.
in that test series. So hopefully, he's got that sweet spot on his bat back again. So never know. Maybe a 200. Maybe Shubman Gill would like to get a few runs under his belt because the test series, as expected, he didn't get the number of runs that he would have preferred, especially after apparently that apparently he was the one who asked.
But there are different versions.
Is it?
Yeah. So there is
Rohit.
one. Yeah,
One
the
is from
first is
Rohit.
Rohit,
Yeah.
who said that this is ours. Then I heard another one.
Paras Pambre.
I think he said, he clarified that no, the other version was that Dravid actually asked him. Other way around, like they wanted to know what is it that you want to do, because now we also have Yashashvi. We got to accommodate him also in the team. But because you've been there beforehand, you decide. So he then said, there was a third version also, which I heard, which was
Came from Usain Bolt.
which was that
Usain Bolt.
if-
Huh?
yeah. But sources fast.
Yeah.
Quick as Usain Bolt. So, which was that he actually sacrificed his spot, saying that no, I want to open third version.
But I think
But Yashashvi is an opener. give him the opening slot. I batted in the middle order anyway, so I'll get used to it.
Very noble of him, if it's true, which I don't believe, by the way.
No, but he could be because he genuinely believes that he can succeed in middle order also. Then
It's
He's back.
still a risk. If you've
Yeah.
done well as an opener and you're sacrificing your spot for a youngster,
they're good friends. They always see them sitting together.
No, Ishan Kishan is a better
Ishan,
friend.
Ishan.
Better friend, yes, I agree. But also Yashashvi, I saw during the test match,
No, but-
used to be sitting and
No,
chatting.
but anybody can sit. For
No,
example,
multiple times.
no, if Rohit Sharma, if Shubman Gill is sitting with T. Dilip, you won't say that they are the best of friends. No,
No. but
Fielding coach
they're good.
No, they enjoy some
friends.
good humor as well, which was very evident on social media.
See,
Is it?
Yeah, there's this one particular reel from the test match in which there's a joke that was shared between very, very ludicrous
that
thing
was
being
caught
shared.
on Stump Mic.
Yeah, being suggested by Shubman Gill and Ishan. यार कैसी बातें करता है यार. It was actually said to that extent that it deserved that kind of a reaction as well.
see, good friends. So he may have sacrificed. So different versions we've heard on that.
But at least here he doesn't have to sacrifice anything for anyone.
Oh yeah.
Ishan Kishan.
Unless
See, Ishan Kishan, as I said, is a better friend. What if today he says, no, Ishan Kishan should open with Rohit Sharma, I am ready to sacrifice my position
no,
again.
but there is no Cheteshwar Pujara went out of the test team, so he had a spot. Here, what are you going to do? There is no spot.
No, number
In
4.
fact, right now we're going to be fighting about that only.
So that's
Who-
what-
who's at number 4?
Where
Where
goes out?
It's
No,
not
what if
there
he
is this
says-
Surya Kumar Yadav, Sanju,
Sanju,
Sam.
No, but not in this case. I'm saying in the larger context, if you see, India is struggling to find that number 4. And by the way, you have KL Rahul, you're waiting on something positive on KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer. So, if because right now you're still searching, you are just hoping that Surya Kumar Yadav, Sanju Samson, they get some good runs under their belt so that the decision becomes easier, or maybe I would say that decision becomes more difficult to take when both KL Rahul hopefully and Shreyas Iyer are available. So what if Shubman Gill says that okay, you don't have to worry, I am going down and I am going down that batting
no,
order.
he won't do it because there is a full khichdi there. Okay, there's already khichdi. There will be more khichdi when KL Rahul comes, when Shreyas Iyer comes. Why will he go there? Opening, simple, sorted. There are 2 guys. At best, you will have 1 backup. Even if you are in that thing, there are just 2-3 people to deal with. 1 person extra to deal with. Here, there will be 5, 6, 7. So clearly, even though you may think that this will happen, but it is not going to happen. Shubman Gill, clearly there, it was an easy decision to make. He saw number 3 empty. No Cheteshwar Pujara, and he bats in the middle order. So, okay, I'll do it. That served 2 purposes. One, you look like this team man who said, no, yaar, Yashashvi is a young kid. I give him the chance.
Young kid.
Younger kid.
Younger than him.
Yeah.
You go. And anyway, there is a spot there. So, no mara-mari there, no fighting there. I will get that spot. And he's a middle order guy. So, it just, everything fitted properly. Whether it worked out for him in test matches or not is a different thing. But at that time, the puzzle was simple. The places to fill were simple. One day cricket, he'd be crazy to do that. So he's not going to do that. He is definitely going to open. And tomorrow, that is what we're going to do. As Swaraj Sharma is saying, please come to the topic. You're talking. Everything else, but the topic. But if you, that means you're a newcomer.
One of the newer subscribers, maybe.
Yeah. If you've been with us for a long time, you will know.
Noble Gill, Mr. Fact.
Mr. Fact is stating a fact that Gill is noble. So we will come to the topic, and we have a long time to go. Yeah, slowly and gradually we'll come to it.
Silly point is trying to make a point, and in fact he sent this message multiple times. I think must have sent this at least 50 times, if not
With
more.
different emojis.
No, with different emojis.
Yeah, just that last emoji changes, everything else is the same.
Because he's been writing. Why is he writing Brohit? I understand.
Intentional?
Yeah. It's his way of trying to be funny sometimes.
No, but
So what is the
why
concept?
Brohit? Why
Bro.
Brohit?
Have
Bro.
no idea.
Just because maybe he's pally with, let's say, an Ishan, Kishan.
Because he's like everyone's big bro.
I don't know.
Nice name though.
Yeah, never thought of
Big brother.
Brohit. Big Brohit.
Yeah.
Okay, he's saying Rohit shouldn't play in the ODI series against South Africa after World Cup. Despite we lose or lose badly, because by next World Cup he will be 40 and is already unfit. So don't tell me he can play till 2025 Champions Trophy. It's too far ahead. Right now we are struggling to get the team for 2023 ODI World Cup.
And 2024 T20 World Cup.
Yeah, 2025.
A long way off still.
No, Rohit himself might say, win or lose the World Cup, he himself might say.
Exactly.
And he may want to now, if he wants to play a few more years, I think it will make sense for him to play Test cricket.
Yes.
He's doing so well, and that's one format where he's kind of underachieved for the talent that he had. He's now hit a purple patch.
And was a late starter.
Might as well he
anyway.
continue in that format and then get a lot of runs.
Correct.
So that legacy also.
But I wonder if, even if he retires tomorrow from all forms of cricket, I don't know if you will call him a test great, but for sure, I think you will call him a one-day great, a white ball great.
White ball.
So why not pursue or carry on with white ball cricket rather than test cricket? Although I think
No, because white ball, he's already made the cut for great. If he wants to make
but
for
now
Test, he'll have to-
whatever said and done, whatever he might achieve in times to come, you will still not consider him as a
Test great, I agree, but depends. How many test matches does he have so far?
51?
I think so. Can he play 50 or 100 tests?
50.
No,
way.
not possible.
100.
Not possible.
If he plays 10 tests a year,
That's 5 more years.
12 tests a year,
Which
For
player,
10 years, na? Then
Which-
5 more years you'll have to
which Indian player in that age bracket?
so till 41.
No, you tell me which Indian cricketer in that age bracket will play 50 more tests. I'm talking about Rohit Sharma, I'm talking about Virat Kohli, I'm talking about Ravichandran Ashwin, I'm talking about Ajinkya
I'm
Rahane.
saying Virat can play provided he lets go of the T20 format. He says, I don't want to, just focus on, see, one day will reduce anyway. We just keeps
Yeah.
his fitness for test match cricket and at best IPL because
You'll be playing,
everyone
right?
should.
Yeah.
If he keeps it, then maybe, and he's fit also. Nobody even till today questions Virat's fitness.
No, it's
he can go
unquestioned.
5-6 years easy
Yeah.
in it. So then maybe he can get another 5-6
50
years.
test matches.
5-6 years, 10, 12 tests a year. How many can you play? 10?
No, why 10? Now you have made it very clear that India, whenever they're playing against Australia and England, you will have 5 test matches each.
So in a year,
So
I'm saying.
10 though you will for sure if you're playing all.
Take 10 or 12, let's say 12 test matches. He is fit enough to play 4-5 years, Virat. That's what I'm saying. If he focuses on let's go of few other formats later, maybe after this World Cup, says that because he's one guy who has made it very clear and has shown also that he loves Test cricket the most. He can.
And as it is, no, he's
Rohit,
no
I
longer.
can't say because fitness hasn't been that.
I think if you
Injury record also.
if you ask me, or I might be wrong, I thought that Test cricket will be the first format that Rohit Sharma will give up, and for Virat, I
Other
thought
way around.
T20. But now it seems that it is easier and better to give up on ODI cricket because. But you don't have to say no to ODI cricket. No, you are hardly
It will
playing.
not happen.
You'll not be
Exactly.
playing
I
with
agree.
ODI
That's why I'm
cricket.
not taken ODI. Only T20 and Test. ODIs as it is, you're not happening. I was listening to Shoaib Akhtar the other day. He said, "You mark my words. This is the last ODI World Cup.
He's
For
being a
Kohli.
bit far-fetched.
50.
No.
Arey, last
The World
ODI
Cup.
World Cup.
No.
He's being a bit far-fetched, I think.
Yeah.
But I think definitely
So
you'll see a reduction in the number of bilaterals for sure.
No, that is fine. I think ODI World Cup. This is the original World Cup. Whatever said, and I know
agree.
T20 World Cups are money spinner for everybody, for the ICC, the organizers, everybody. But ODI World Cup, is the original World Cup. If you ask me, I think most of the people will not be able to tell you how many T20 World Cups have happened and which all teams have actually won those World Cups and who played. Who played the final in say one particular World Cup. Okay, but ODI World Cup you would remember each and every World Cup.
Agreed. But see, that is also because right now, one, the legacy of ODI cricket, and secondly, because both World Cups are happening. Assuming in the future, if ODI World Cup is not there, or only T20, then you will start focusing on that. And it comes every 4 years,
Fine.
not every 2 years.
Which one?
T20 then.
You tell me one thing. ICC.
If that happens.
See, ICC also needs to generate revenue.
Huh.
ICC needs money.
Then they can call something else like Champions Trophy in T20.
No, but then you already have Champions Trophy.
So you will have something or the
So
other.
they see Champions Trophy was disbanded at I think
2017.
In 2017.
Yeah,
You
then
said
it
no
came
more
back.
of Champions Trophy. We already have World, and which made sense. Now you have a Champions Trophy. You have a cricket
T20.
ODI World Cup. You have a T20 World Cup
And a Test
also,
World Cup.
and the WTC final also.
So then you can reduce now one World Cup. You have so many.
You reduce everything.
Reduce
You just cut down on everything there has to. But ODI World Cup, I think it's the tradition. It's the most traditional
It is.
aspect of the biggest traditional aspect perhaps.
I agree with Rahul. I think ODI World Cup is still the holy grail.
There is, but you never know what happens in the future. Never know. Who knew West Indies will be like this? Go 20 years ago.
You tell me one thing.
Who thought West Indies cricket?
Jai
will be-
Shah, he becomes the next ICC president. You think he will get rid of? He will allow that to happen?
Yeah, he will allow Indian cricket to flourish. IPL can be longer.
And you will rob
reduce.
and you will rob India of an opportunity to win a World Cup.
No,
Yeah,
why?
T20.
You'll have the T20 World
So
Cup.
T20
You'll have the WTC. You'll have the
T20
Champions Trophy.
No, but Champions Trophy is not a World Cup.
Arre, but we cry now. We do not
Because
have an
we
ICC
haven't
trophy.
won haven't won a World Cup. That is the reason why we say that we have, because we won an ICC trophy in 2013. That
was
is
the
the reason
Champions
why we
Trophy.
say we haven't won an ICC trophy since 2013.
Exactly.
Those who have won ICC trophy or a World Cup, they will never say that we haven't won. They will always say that we haven't won a World Cup in last 5 years, 4 years, 8 years. Because we won an ICC trophy in 2013. So isliye we say that we haven't won a World ICC trophy since 2013. Ideally, it should be we haven't won
A World Cup since 2011.
yeah, in last 12 years.
And also remember, the reason they wanted to disband the Champions Trophy was because they made the World Cup a 10-team tournament. Now you have a 10-team World Cup anyway, and you have an 8-team Champions Trophy because revenue.
Okay, why did we reach this? We're not here to discuss.
Because ODI.
No,
Let us
because of
say-
Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, whether they'll play or not. So we will find out. Right now, we digress. Coming back to the point is, we're talking about this World Cup. Whether he plays the next World Cup or not, who plays Virat, Rohit, I don't know. We'll talk about that later. Right now, too many other problems to deal with just this World Cup that is coming up, which is why I say these ODIs that are coming up are very important. Now,
Nilesh's question, I think that is what we are here to answer. It's not just his question, it's my question also.
What?
take the question.
Nilesh is asking, what do you think, guys, in tomorrow's match, who plays between Sanju and Ishan?
You were the one who wrote
The title.
And you are saying that is my question as well.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's why you
That's
said
why I
it's
wrote
his
the
question
title.
also.
He wants to know. No, but we'll
No,
get
but
to it
title
slowly.
though, we were all on the same page. No?
We'll get to it slowly. And Nofil Zak's question also we'll take because it's going to start.
Yeah.
Let's start with the openers because that's where the subject started from. We digress because Rahul said that what if
No more
Shubman says,
sacrifices.
No more sacrifices, he says.
No, obviously not. So Rohit Sharma,
And Shubman Gill.
openers, anybody disagree?
Not Ishan, Kishan and Shubman Gill.
No.
No Ruturaj.
Why would Rohit?
No, I'm just
So no Ruturaj either.
no, because Shane.
World Cup year, you are preparing for the team to play as many ODI games together
As
in that
possible.
combination.
Yes.
Together.
Provided everyone is fit and for a change.
Siraj is
Not-
there. No,
No,
Siraj
Siraj
is
has
not.
gotten rested.
So
because
Siraj
he
has
will
been
play
rested.
constantly.
Bumrah is not there. Shami is not there.
Fast bowlers are different breed, na? They have to be rested.
Then you don't have. I think somebody will also make the cut in
KL
the.
Rahul, Shreyas Iyer.
But then they're also injured. So.
So the ones who are available. Start with
5-6 guys who you're looking at short, let's say, for the World Cup.
Then
What if
your top
Rohit
three
says
starters.
that I will sacrifice my position for Ishan Kishan, I will bat in the middle order.
No way.
not say
No way.
even if he says that, if he does that, we will only sit here and criticize that this is World Cup year.
How
Again,
can you
you've
do
started the experimentation. This will bat there. This will bat there. Will that happen when you play the first match against Australia?
Like
no,
that.
no. Then do what will happen in that first match versus Australia from now.
India will play Australia in that first game, no?
And in Chennai.
And in Chennai. Unless the entire.
Schedule is changed because of India Pakistan. Then I don't know.
Then we
will
don't
be
know.
here if that happens. Coming back to the openers, our openers are Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill.
Yeah, number 3 is Kohli.
Anyone who has an objection to that, say now or forever hold your silence. Nobody, so that's done. 3 number pe,
Virat.
any debate?
No.
Virat Kohli. And now number 4. This is interesting. Who is number 4?
Surya.
No, there is debate. There is Ishan Kishan. There is Sanju Samson.
Hey,
Sanju
even
is
if-
5.
Sanju is 5.
Yeah, he'll be 5.
Sanju's 5 for me as well.
Because even
What
last
is the
year.
squad?
So
Just
4.
open the squad.
So 4 is Sanju
we
Samson.
have a graphic from yesterday also. Anyway.
4 is Sanju Samson.
No, 4 will be
Yeah.
Sky.
4 will
Sky?
be 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I don't mind actually, I think they because of those poor games against
Australia, 3 golden ducks.
at number 4, I think you might just want to try Surya Kumar Yadav
At
at that
5?
position. At 4, I would still persist with
same,
it
same.
because he needs some runs under. Maybe at 5, especially against a team like West Indies, he might just get limited opportunities or balls to bat.
True.
So I would want to see him at number 4.
Yeah.
And then
4 or 5?
4.
Yeah, for me also 4.
Also because Sanju last year when he was doing well in
Yes.
ODIs was mostly batting at 5. You don't want to change that now. Plus he's probably your backup to KL who will be batting at 5.
And to add to that, he was told last year that he is to be the finisher of the side.
Where to finish his bat?
So then he bats at number 6.
No,
No,
he
5.
still bats at 5 because 6
Why?
will be Jadeja. 6
Hardik.
Hardik, then
7
Jadeja.
Jadeja.
I think Hardik will bat at number 5.
Even I think
And
so.
Sanju at 6 then.
Yeah.
Never
No,
know.
but last year they were having Sanju bat.
Last
Okay,
year
let's
to
go
we lost
one
the
by
World
one.
Cup
4
also.
is who?
That's
4
every
is
year.
4 is Surya.
4 is Surya. All of us
Surya,
agree.
all of us.
I'm with Surya. You're with Surya. You're with Surya. You're
Yeah,
with Surya.
yeah.
There are other options. I'm not touching 5, 6 or whatever. We'll go to it. But there are a few batsmen that will have to sit out.
Yeah.
Right now, there is an option of playing both Sanju and Ishan Kishan. Would anyone be
But
doing
for
that?
that to happen, you will have to make Sky sit out, right?
Yeah. Does that happen?
No.
Not
It
not
is
for
something
me.
you can look at but won't be looked at.
Oh, I don't think it's happening.
You pick your team, na. This is not what India is picking. This is your team.
Yeah.
Because
Not playing Ishan.
I would want Surya to go for that go to that World Cup in that 15-man
No, but see,
squad.
Ishan will be there anyway, but he'll be there as the backup opener, which makes no sense playing him in the middle order then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've agreed on the openers Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. Number 3, of course, is Virat
But
Kohli.
one question since we're touching upon Surya, not forgetting the Ducks, let's say, against Australia. Let's say this isn't a series where he gets runs also, ODI series.
Doesn't get
runs, then what? Are you looking at playing him then? Because you've only got Australia then to
No,
look at.
that problem will solve itself because Surya also knows that he's getting that chance now despite those failures in ODI because Shreyas Iyer is not available.
Right.
Shreyas Iyer was a starter in ODI.
ODI.
He got injured. He's on his way to recovery. He will be playing very soon. So maybe the next ODI series that you play, he is available. So that problem will get sorted anyway. But it could become a bigger headache if Sky gets run. If it doesn't, then it just solves itself. So we'll discuss about that then. Right now, your number 4 is then, all of us agree, just as the top 3 that we agreed, Surya Kumar Yadav is your number 4.
Surya Kumar Yadav.
Surya Kumar Yadav is number 4. Number 5 now, it is between, it will be one wicket keeper
Versus the other.
and Hardik Pandya as well. So
two
you could look at,
keepers.
one wicket keeper will come in,
Yeah.
whoever, whether you play a wicket keeper at 5 or you play Hardik Pandya at 5. So first let's discuss, do you play a wicket keeper at 5 or let's pick our wicket keeper first. First choice wicket keeper.
Sanju.
Sanju will
Reasons?
get all 3 games.
Any reason?
Yeah, because he's more better suited to batting there. Has done last year was averaging 70 odd batting at number 5 in ODIs. No reason to not stick with him.
I think he needs this run, this consistent run.
Yeah.
3 matches guaranteed.
You need to bat him at in that middle order because you are not too sure if KL Rahul will be fit. Because if you look at the progress of all 3 players, Bumrah, KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer, I think Rahul is, must be in that last spot in terms of recovery. amongst
in
all
terms of
these.
recovery, not in terms of selection.
Yeah, not selection. And also you have to see what is the like for like replacement for KL Rahul. I think Sanju Samson is the like for like replacement for KL Rahul, because in one days you would know and remember that KL Rahul is being looked at as a middle order batsman. Do you want because a lot of people would say, you know, Ishan Kishan is somebody who can who is actually the like for like replacement for KL Rahul, because he can also open, he can also bat in the middle order, he can also, but we haven't seen Ishan Kishan bat at, in that middle order. And Sanju Samson has done reasonably well in the past, just that he has not been provided with a consistent run. You know, even if the scores and the series that you were mentioning, I'm not too sure how many matches after that he got.
He did, because he got injured in January. No?
He broke his shoulder, no? Yeah.
And even last year, he was getting a consistent run in ODIs because he wasn't in the scheme of things for the T20s. They were playing the B teams for the ODI series.
So Sanju Samson for me is your number 6, not 5.
No, so we're just picking the wicket keeper. I also feel Sanju will come in for two reasons. One, I think you know, the kind of criticism that has come India's way of not playing him consistently, picking him and not playing him, I think that is something that they'd want to rectify. Secondly, Ishan did get to play the 2 test matches, so Sanju then will be allowed to play the 3 ODIs. So I think with these 2 things in mind, he will go as your wicket keeper, which means then Ishan Kishan sits out. Now Sanju is your wicket keeper. Now you.
But Nikhil, the fact that you are saying that Sanju Samson, you are saying should bat at number
5
or 6?
5.
Okay, you are saying that he should bat at number 5.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think? Where will he bat? I'm not saying
Actually,
what you
You're
think.
saying my thinking and what the team thinks.
Yeah.
Team could play him at 6, but could play him at 5 also. So I'm not sure. I'm 50-50.
Fair enough.
I'm 50-50.
I'm saying the fact that.
But I would want him at 5.
Yeah, fair enough. But
And I'd want Hardik at 6, because if you remember, he started off as that finisher only. Yeah, but then gradually became that. But I don't want that version of Hardik.
But can you switch?
But he should switch now. I want the destructive version of Hardik. I want him to play like that because he has all the shots.
But can you make that mental switch or technical switch that today I am going to bat like old Hardik, tomorrow I am going to bat
he can still bat. If you see, he shows glimpses of that sometimes. But more often not, because he's batting higher up, especially in the IPL, he cannot play like that.
Tends to go into his shell.
Yeah, he plays like that.
Even in IPL, whenever he is
give him that license. Tell him the captain in Rohit.
No, I think
who was his captain in Mumbai Indians while he was playing like that. Tells him, I want that Mumbai Indian version Hardik. And anyway, Hardik you don't like कि हम लोग वहाँ ऊपर time लेते. So all the work you have to do. So
go there and do all
do it.
No, because if you are actually looking at Sanju Samson at number 6 and Hardik Pandya at number 5, then even Ishan Kishan can fancy his chances, because he would say, at 6 even I can bat. If you are looking at a finisher, if you are looking at Sanju Samson as a finisher, then I think it also opens a window of opportunity for Ishan Kishan, because at number 5 I can still say, at number 5 is not a finisher sort of a job. There could be an opportunity where you might have to consolidate
like KL Rahul
at times
during those Australia days.
So at number 6, I think you would need a finisher. So Ishan Kishan might just say, even I can finish
if I'm
things
Ishan
off.
Kishan, I wouldn't do that. If I'm Ishan Kishan, I'll keep
That
portraying myself as an opener, because I may get a chance there. Here it's tough. For KL also coming back, it's going to get tough. I don't want to get into that.
Also, he's a left-hander, remember, so he'll always be that one option people want to turn to, left hand, right
I'd say
hand.
I'm a top
What
order
if
batter.
Yashasvi Jaiswal joins the ODI
But
squad?
then he
right
can't
now there's a bigger-
offer you the wicket keeping option. What if your wicket keeper, let's say Sanju doesn't fire, KL after
Then
injury
KL Rahul will also come back someday, even if
doesn't fire,
not for the World Cup, after the World
maybe
Cup.
KL you could look at
KL Rahul.
keeping KL. Let's say Surya's in form that we were discussing, 380 runs or whatever. Then you have multiple middle order options. Then you say, okay, come on, Ishan.
In the middle order, it's a bigger logjam anyway. There are too many contenders.
Yeah, because right
up
now,
top, you have, if not Yashasvi, then he knows, I'm next in line then.
Exactly, because right now the 4 and 5 you're picking might not even be in the long-term scheme of things if KL and Shreyas are back fit.
Yes.
That's what.
So why
So Ishan is good, suited.
get into
top
a
order.
queue where there's already 4-5 people already?
And
Yes.
mind you, he's ahead of the queue as far as Rituraj is concerned. Because even if you look at T20s,
Yes.
he's the first choice
Yes.
wicket-keeper.
No, plus he offers you wicket keeping
Exactly.
option. I'm saying that if Surya Kumar Yadav, because of that middle order conundrum, if Surya Kumar Yadav fires, okay, and KL is not in great shape or good form and he comes back, you still need to play a wicket keeper.
Correct.
Right? But middle order is now crowded, so you get the wicket keeper on top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can.
So
You
5-6.
Yeah, so I'm playing Sanju Samson at 5, Hardik at 6.
Same.
Same.
Given a choice, I would
Yeah,
play.
it's your choice. not
Given a
what
choice,
you-
I would play
It's our
Sanju.
choice.
I would play Sanju Samson at 4, Surya Kumar Yadav at 5, Hardik Pandya at 6.
Okay, fair enough. Mine
And
is
I am
Surya
also-
Kumar at
Just
4.
just want to pick your brains. Any reason why you want to play Surya at
If
5?
Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul tomorrow are not fit and not available, this will be my top 6.
Okay.
This is how I want to see my top 6. Fine, I understand that Surya Kumar Yadav is struggling with runs or struggling for runs, but might just give him that license that you are saying, give that license to Hardik Pandya. I might just give that license to Surya Kumar Yadav. You've shown your skills as a T20 batter, and you come and bat in those last few overs. As it is, the ball is hard and new, and you can just go after the
So
bowlers.
then Hardik then plays the consolidation role.
I'm putting Hardik at 6 only. I'm saying I'm
Surya, you just said
at
no,
5.
At 5.
5, 6 though. 5
Yeah.
are also that kind of role. Not too much changes between 4 and 5. Maybe you could.
Because out of KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer and Surya Kumar Yadav, out of these 3 players, I think only 2 will make it. Considering everybody is
Yeah,
fit.
of course, the middle order. That's why I said that is the logjam.
Okay, so like number 4 Ishan Kishan and number 5 Sanju Samson. No Surya.
No, we discussed that. We discussed that do you want to play 2 wicket keepers, but
4 and
nobody picked that.
One lefty in
I gave that option that drop Surya Kumar Yadav and bring the 2 wicket keeper initially in the discussion. Nobody has
You can't
picked
do that. You've backed Surya for so long, and this is a management that's
Unfair,
given
yeah.
that's given a long rope
And-
to other players.
And you would also remember in those initial IPL games when he failed, Surya
Yeah.
Kumar Yadav, everybody said, he's going through a very bad phase. He's been exposed now, 3 bad games there against Australia, 3 ducks, and suddenly he was back amongst the runs.
Yeah.
And he was perhaps one of the primary reasons why Mumbai Indians made it to last 4.
Last
Yeah.
four.
Surya Kumar Yadav. Although, the counter argument could be that most of those runs came in Mumbai. On
Batting
those,
paradise.
on those flat decks, and whenever you went to other venues where the ball was turning, the wicket was on the slower side, he struggled. But so did the other batters.
Yeah, it's not like Rohit got you runs in 1K day.
So he was the
Rohit will
reason.
get you runs
So
anywhere.
Surya Kumar Yadav, there are times, out of those 9 round robin league games, he may not get you runs in say 7, but you never know. Maybe those 2 games he can win you those matches single-handedly, and could be, those could be the most difficult or crucial games.
Yeah.
So again, running through the 11 that we've made, all of us have for a change agreed on it. So there's Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill, your opener, Virat at number 3, then Surya Kumar Yadav at 4, and then you've got Hardik /
Surya at 5-6.
no, Surya to I've got at 4.
Sorry, Sanju.
Samson, Hardik at 5-6.
At
That is
5-6,
whichever
whatever. You went with Sanju at 6 and Hardik at 5.
Yeah.
I've gone with
Everyone else went
No,
with the
I'm
other.
saying
Other way
this.
around.
This perhaps could be the thought process of the team management, that Sanju at 6, Hardik at 5.
maybe. I could be, but I would rather have Sanju at 5,
Five,
Hardik at 6.
6.
Anyway, whichever way they do it. Your 6 is done.
Yeah,
Now coming
7.
to 7 is Ravi Jadeja.
obviously.
No doubt about
The
that.
other spot there is no debate.
And by the way, we are making the playing 11 for tomorrow's game, considering everybody is available and nobody is resting.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
No resting.
And do you think that some of these players could be
No
resting?
resting.
Not at
So,
all.
by the way, Mohammad Siraj is
He's
part
in the
of the
squad.
ODI.
Exactly, and
He's
he's
not
been
part of
rested
the
already.
ODI.
T20I squad.
So he's been rested for this series already, no?
No, he's part
He's
of the
there.
squad.
And he's there in the
he?
ODI squad.
Yes, he
He's
is.
not part of the T20I squad.
T20 squad is not part.
Yeah. Because they will give him some workload management over there. Not
So,
for-
your three now bowlers you're looking at, one is Jadeja is done.
Jadeja or Akshar Patel?
Jadeja.
In case Jadeja, you want to rest Jadeja.
For ODIs,
Never
maybe for
know.
T20s. He's not part of the squad.
Now, let's
right?
pick the best team. Resting,
theek.
forget.
Jadeja.
Let's pick the best team. If
Jadeja.
they're resting is another
Jadeja.
thing. Jadeja is at 7. At number 8, you may need another all-rounder kind. So I'm
Shardul.
guessing Shardul Thakur comes in
Because they
you
want to bat till
tend
8.
to have somebody who bats at number 8. That's how the Indian team has
But
gone
no
with
spinner
so
then?
far.
No, you will.
Arre, there will be a spinner who will come later. Na? Spinners don't have to slot in together in the batting order. There's no
Shardul
compulsion
is
that after one spinner gets out, the next also has to be a spinner. You can be a fast bowler, spinner can come after that also.
Shardul.
Has
To
Shardul.
be. If you need batting at number 8, how do you do it?
No
You're
one
not going
else.
to play two left arm spinners.
Kuldeep can bat at number 8.
I was thinking of Kuldeep.
Yeah, but he's
Kuldeep-
more number 9.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a
I
decent
understand.
bat. He's a decent
Now
bat.
he is.
Now he is, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, let's pick the two spinners, forget the batting order, right?
Yeah.
Let's pick the second spinner, that is Yuzi Chahal / Kuldeep Yadav.
Kuldeep.
Not Kuldeep.
No, not Kuldeep. Kuldeep.
Kuldeep Yadav, I think, will start.
Yeah.
I also have a feeling that Kuldeep will start. So, there's Jadeja and Kuldeep.
Yeah.
Okay,
7 and
8 done. 9, 10, 11, 3 fast bowlers. Siraj, write down
Yes.
1. Not in the batting order, but I'm just saying 9. Now, 2 spots left, and you have got Shardul Thakur.
Who will play?
I think Shardul will play.
He will, 100%.
Because you will need some sort of batting, so Shardul will play. So
Yes.
Shardul fits in there too. That leaves you with only 1 spot now.
For 3 and 3,
Who are the contenders?
Jaidev
Jaidev-
Unadkat, Umran Malik, Mukesh Kumar.
Umran Malik.
Hasn't Jaidev Unadkat plays his last international match?
No, you don't know, maybe.
That's Test cricket.
But didn't he want
He's
to?
saying international match doesn't.
You
then
can
he
play
doesn't make it to the
Jaidev
11.
Unadkat in place of Shardul Thakur.
No.
He's a very good batter.
No, yeah.
Not going there.
Pick one that is left between Unadkat, Umran, and Mukesh.
Umran.
Even I would want to see Umran Malik. I want to see him now. Get him to play a few games. Any experiment that you want to do, or you want to give him exposure, do it now.
Where is this game happening?
Barbados.
Hardik's home ground.
Hardik Somna.
Don't go there.
Every ground will be home ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barbados.
It's
If
in
you know, you
Barbados.
know.
It is.
Hardik.
Not even.
Hardik.
Hardik
Cap-
loves the West Indies. He
Yes, that's the reason.
said it in Coffee with Karan also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And a lot more.
he
No,
didn't
no,
say.
you know, he said he loves. He says he bonds with the West Indian players because there's a bit of black in him.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
The
that whole culture.
He
of-
resonates
yeah.
with the culture.
Yeah, the West Indian culture. He like relates to it.
Yeah, he gets along so well with.
It's like in football, Griezmann, who's a Frenchman, says he's South American in spirit. So he relates to Uruguayan culture, even though he's a
So you agree to
French,
my
French.
point that it will feel at home
Like
for.
home.
no, but then though every ground, na? Why Barbados only?
because this is
They
the
must
first game
spec-
he's playing there, no?
No, but
In
every
this-
ground he'll feel at home then because he relates to that culture, the environment,
Yeah.
the islanders type of lifestyle. He likes that.
From Baroda to Barbados.
That sounds.
The Hardik Pandya story.
But he like Pollard. He has that
Yeah, and he's
chain also.
They're very good friends also.
Yeah.
So,
So
three
that's
fast
the
bowlers is
His
Umran
voice
Malik.
is also like Viv Richards or someone like that. What a heavy voice.
Ah.
Yeah. Very heavy.
Yeah. Yes, you're
Very
right.
heavy.
But he's changed a lot. Now he's
Yeah,
changed a
superstar.
lot. Yeah, no, and also the way he communicates.
And
he,
presents
the-
himself, right?
Yeah, the way
Very
he's
सवाल
flamboyant.
ले लेंगे
flamboyant, but you'll have to see the way he addresses the media these days. There's a stark change. In fact, at least he has clarity in his thought. To be very honest, What he-
maturity also.
yeah, whatever he says, I think there's a lot of clarity and maturity when he speaks with that voice.
With that. Baritone.
Yeah,
voice.
baritone.
Okay, Roy SP is saying last time when Iyer and KL weren't available for the New Zealand ODIs, Ishan played at 4 and Sky played at 5. So I believe the same is going to happen. Interesting point. But that time Sanju Samson wasn't played. So that changes, which means
Then he
Sanju
would have
then comes
injured.
in. Maybe Sanju then plays at 4 and Sky at 5. Quite possible.
Possible.
So wicket keeper basically at 4 is what you're saying. Karthik K from the US of A says
Maximize Sky at 6 in T20 mode and 4-5 for Pandya and Sanju.
also a
Valid
good point. We discussed that. I think Rahul pointed that you want to see Surya Kumar Yadav.
But to start with, how many games are you left with? You play 3 in against West Indies, then you go to Asia Cup where you will play 2 and 2, 4, maximum 5 games?
6.
No, Australia 3 ODIs you'll have, no?
No, maximum in
Asia.
the Asia Cup will be 6, no? Maximum. 2 group games,
Yeah.
3 in the Super 4s
Yeah.
and 1 final.
3 in Super 4 and 1 final.
So
So,
that's six.
maximum 6. 6 plus 3 is 9.
9.
Then
Plus 3 against Australia.
12.
plus 3 against, so 12 games. So yeah, so looking at those games, I think it is better to start. I agree with to an extent that who said that maximum Sanju Samson at number
That was
7. Sorry,
Karthik K.
Surya at number 6.
Karthik.
I think, but still, I would much rather want to have Surya Kumar Yadav realize his true potential as a number 4 batter.
Exactly. Same with me. Same. So Roy SP says if you play Sanju and Surya, then they do well, and Iyer and KL are back, you will have to send Ishan out of the squad. Will it be fair to him? Well, we don't know. That's why I said a lot of these questions I think we answered might get sorted out themselves because we don't know
Exactly.
the injury status, who gets injured after that. And you never know, he could be the backup opener. Ruturaj then goes
Yeah.
out and
Exactly.
he stays back.
Yeah.
We don't know. He also says that Ishan is
Ruturaj, though, as it is in that Asian Games squad.
So
no?
he doesn't matter.
He's the captain of that team.
I know, but I'm saying he's the other backup guy that you're looking at
Who?
for opener.
Who?
Ruturaj.
But in this case, though, I think Ishan Kishan should be
Ahead,
ahead.
Will be
Yeah.
ahead of him, correct. So
So
he's
he
not
makes
going
the
out.
squad.
Yeah.
So he says also Ishan has been traveling with the team longer than Sanju. Also, I believe he can have the advantage of being a lefty over Sanju. But Sanju also sometimes hasn't got the chance. And you guys only point out that you take him for so many tours,
And
don't
don't
get
give
him
him
a
no
chance. He
chance.
keeps sitting. So I think they might give him a chance.
At least Ishan consistently plays T20s and will now test cricket.
And again, World Cup here, you're looking at somebody who's been in the
Niche
queue
Ishan.
for long enough and, of course, has a little more experience as well than
Correct.
Ishan.
Singularity is saying Sanju 11 ODIs, an average of 66 at a strike rate of 105. Ishan has played 14 ODIs at an average of 42 and a strike rate of 106. So he feels that Sanju deserves to be ahead of Kishan based on merit.
Yeah, singularity. You
Niche.
also have to understand that, you chose not to mention the number of runs. I understand what you are saying, but you also have to see that the last 3 games that he played against South Africa, he was unbeaten. First, I think he scored around 80 odd runs. There was one game where he got 23 not out. Then there was one more game where he got
Sure.
3 or 4 not out. So
What other? Nitin Sri Kumaran is saying backup should be for injury prone KL and Iyer. So Sanju is the ideal choice in the middle. Okay.
agree.
KL and Sanju can also be backup openers. Ishan did nothing in the middle. So we've got contrasting, opinions when it comes to Sanju and Ishan Kishan. It's lovely to see that all of you are divided, and which is why our topic was also that, because it's going to be a close call. But if you've been with us from the start, I think all 4 of us kind of tilted towards Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
I think also, honestly, I think this would probably his last opportunity. He's been given a few opportunities in international cricket. He's not that young anymore. Last opportunity as in this World Cup is the last one that he can target. If he doesn't make the cut now, then I
There's
think
just
you
no
will
one.
have to move forward with a younger keeper, and it may just be the end or curtains to his international aspirations. So if this is probably his last sort of a chance, then give him a longer rope. Let him play a few games and then take a final.
I
call.
can't recall who, but somebody was speaking about Sanju Samson and how he's been, let's say, robbed of a few chances. And that person said that, you know, Sanju, what he does realize, being in and out of the side, he does realize that there's not going to be a lot of opportunities. He does, as a player, realize that it is about seizing the moment. It is about seizing
Now
those-
he has the opportunity.
Exactly. And
Now,
maybe
what
like
if?
Nikhil says that this is possibly his last opportunity.
No, now, see, I understand that he's not got a consistent run. Now he'll play these 3 ODIs, possibly the next 5 T20s also. Make an impact, and then you never know, because KL Rahul, I'm not too sure whether he will be able to make it to the Asia Cup squad or not, because I'm not too sure about his fitness. Because as I said earlier, he is right behind in that recovery status as far as Bumrah, Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul are concerned. So I think he'll get a few games. He has to make an impact.
Yep.
True.
Ankit Kumar, he has an interesting take. He says, can we see Jadeja or Hardik at 4? It may give a chance to play Akshar Patel, which will increase the bowling options and also left-hander in the middle order. Okay, he's only talking about this series. Now, just to give you a bit of a context, what he's saying is remove a batter. Let's say you remove someone like a Surya Kumar Yadav, play Ravindra Jadeja at 4. He's pretty capable of doing that, because in our team we got Sky at 4. Let's say you put Jadeja, and then in that position at number 7 where we had Jadeja, bring in an Akshar, which also isn't, you know, bad option considering it's like for like. So batting does not suffer. That's the kind of quality that a Jadeja or an Akshar Patel is bringing with them with the bat, that your batting does not suffer. I completely agree with you, but I still feel it's a bit radical, and it's a bit too close to a World Cup to be doing that. Also, a huge fan of Surya Kumar Yadav, and I still feel that there's really nothing stopping him from being as successful in ODI than he is in T20 cricket. There's no reason why he should not be.
Correct.
Probably it's just a coincidence that it's really not worked for him in ODI. So he's a kind of a guy I don't want to give up on. If I'm the captain also, I want to give him more and more chances, because I want him to succeed. It will only help my team if I'm the captain, if I get a player like that firing. So I want to give him as much chance. If it doesn't work out towards the World Cup, then I'll go to other options. But this is a bit radical, though I agree with you, the kind of batting that these guys give doesn't really, you know, imagine how many teams can do that, where you can get another bowling option without diluting your batting.
True.
Yeah.
Incredible. That's what Akshar and Jadeja are with the bat. Right now they are proper batters. Proper batters. In white ball cricket especially, Akshar's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. City Zen, you want to take?
Citizen, clearly a Manchester City fan, says, because the ship thing also kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
Says,
I thought
unfortunately,
Manchester City fan.
they exist.
No, you said Manchester City or United?
No,
City.
Citizen.
That's what.
And Citizen, and instead of
just the ship is also
Citizen,
there, so
he's
dead
gone
giveaway.
with Citizen.
So dead giveaway. Says, unfortunately, whenever KL Rahul comes back from injury, suffers terribly from form in his first 3-4 matches. Hopefully this time, you know, that time will be lower this time around. To be fair, yeah, last year I remember also he came back against Zimbabwe. Didn't really have a lot of good luck with the bat.
He himself, it seemed that he was also short on confidence. He had to bat and he had to open, but he chose not to open.
I remember.
You would remember, and that too against Zimbabwe. And you know, I'm just wondering, in case KL Rahul is not fit by the time the Asia Cup starts, do you think he should be included in the World Cup squad? KL.
No, then you can't. How will
Probably
you
not, no.
include him if I don't see
Yes.
Asia Cup? So at least, unless you make the exception, make him play the Australia series.
Because Asia Cup starts on 30th
31st or
of
30th.
August.
30th of August.
30th August.
फिर तो ठीक है. You have to announce the squad, the World Cup squad by 8th of
September.
Maybe 15th September.
you can make changes till
Later
10.
also.
Just an email. You just have to send an email. That's it. No reason, nothing.
Mr. Shekhar wants to know, could there be a wildcard entry from Asian Games squad?
If there's an injury only, I guess.
There could be.
Arshdeep could be one.
There could be, but because that is the reason why they've kept 5 standbys. But let's hope it doesn't happen.
Final question we take. Arun Teja wants to know, I hope Virat scores at least 200s and gets closer to Sachin's tally of 49 ODI.
Could get 3.
Yeah.
ये क्या है, ये मिठाई है वहाँ पे?
No, but hope.
He could.
He's saying hope.
I said could.
What is saying could?
Nobody has.
Could get 3.
No, you should actually.
They're
We
distributing
should all
sweets
hope.
there.
that he gets.
Arey, hope is another thing. Hope to yaar, you can
World
hope
Cup.
India wins the World Cup.
Yeah,
Does not
we will
mean
hope.
that it will win. They'll win, na.
No, they
Only
will
hope.
win.
Only hope.
Jeetega
yaar.
to India.
Come on, yaar. Jeetega to. You think he will get? How many will you get? Hope nahi. How many you think?
Virat, this series,
Just ODI series.
three
matches.
match series. I think one.
One.
A couple.
Two.
Only one.
200s. What do you think?
100.
One.
I'm also tempted to say 2.
Now
So
you
say
say
it,
three.
na. You're tempted, then
two.
say it.
Yeah, I hope.
Three. No,
No, I'm saying 3 is
hundreds.
mildly
not that
possible, but
easy.
Two,
Hundreds
yes.
are not easy.
Rohit will get a double 100
I am not sure.
or Shubman Gill.
I'm not sure. I'm going that Rohit does not get a double 100 and Virat does not get 100.
In a single match.
Yeah, what do you think? Hundreds are that easy to come by?
Yeah.
One.
I don't think so.
Then which Indian?
As in, I'm just looking at it mathematically. There's more chance of a batsman not getting 100
Then
than them getting
Getting
100 in 3 matches. So I'm going by math.
I'm going by the fact that there is a very good chance of getting against this West Indies side.
Okay, we'll see. Then you pick 2. We'll see. It's not easy, boss. International 100 is an international 100. Chalo.
good man the Lalten guy.
Piyush Nandre says Sky is not ideal for ODI, especially 4 or 5. We'll know, na. We'll give them a chance to play. This is what the series will do. And now, if everyone's going to get 200, one is getting double 100, one is getting 300s, 200, then let him also get some hundreds. Or
Yeah.
But it's an interesting comment. Go down. There's an interesting comment because I looked at math. Mr. Fact is saying Virat is greater than math, which could be true.
What is math?
I did the math. na,
Maths.
that
mathematics.
probability wise,
That
there's
way. That's
more
it.
chance of somebody
Yeah,
not
yeah.
getting 103 matches than one. But he has a point. It's a valid point that sometimes Virat is above probability and above math. That is why he's so successful. We'll see. Bye bye. See you. Thank you for your company. Tomorrow is the start of the ODI series. So we'll catch you in the evening as always, 45 minutes before the game starts. So game starts at 7:30. So 6:45. Bye bye. See you. Take care.
Nandri.